Hello, guys. So, my name is Dominica. I've been getting a lot of questions on how I lost weight and what the things that I've been doing. And so, I decided instead of answering the questions on Facebook 100 different times and keep, telling different people what I did, I'm just going to make this one video. So basically, I'm just gonna give like a preview, a snapshot, because I'm one of those people. I hate watching a video and I gotta wait like 20, 30 minutes for the answer. But basically, this video is about how I lost 34 pounds in 4 weeks on the Phentermine. I did take the Phentermine. I'm not the type of girl that is just gonna take any type of medication, anything like that. So I definitely want to talk about my experience on it. Um, so after I get a little preview, yeah, I want to be honest with you guys. I wasn't on it the full time only because I was trying to get ready for my vacation, and I kind of heard about it like only a few weeks before my vacation. But that last week, I still calculate, even though the reason I didn't want to take the Phentermine because there's certain like rules and things that are counteract with the medicine. So you can't have like caffeine and coffee. And to me, I wanted to go to Jamaica. Coffee is a big deal. I definitely wanted to try that, and I really wanted to drink alcohol. So I stopped taking it a week before I left. And then when I left, I still lost some weight. So while I was there. And speaking of the trip to Jamaica, I also have a video on that experience. Just to give a little preview, I went to Jamaica and my whole entire life changed. I was robbed, I was stranded, but it turned out to be the best thing that ever happened. So check out that video. But anyway, so like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm a regular girl with regular girl bad habits. I like fried chicken, Debbie cakes, all that. But like I said, well, I just really went through a point in my life where I started changing and then I started going down the list of goals that I had set for myself and I started checking them off. And I just asked God to just take over everything in my life. And if I wanted to feel better about myself and be more confident about myself, then I was going to go after that in whichever ways I needed to. So I started to help myself mentally, physically, just all across the board, everything in my life. So once it got to my physical appearance, somebody had actually just mentioned it to me. And she's like, well, I want to go to Jamaica. Let me lose weight right quick. I'm like, what you mean right quick? So shout out to Tessa. She told me, where to go, what to do, but they didn't have it where I am because I also moved from Tennessee to Las Vegas. So I found it in Tennessee and they had like 14 locations, but only like 12 of them was in Tennessee. I'm like, really? Just my luck. So I had to get on the hunt and on the search to find out how can I get this Phentermine where I am. So basically, so I pretty much gave you the introduction, what the video is about and all of this. So a little bit about myself. I have a son, and so I feel like this is where it started. It's really not where it started because I wasn't pleased with my weight before, but then you know how you go back and look at your pictures before and you like, what was I tripping on? I'll take that, that's kind of how I was, so it really started for me with my son. Like my son was due on September 25th, 2010. Um, I was checked into the hospital 3 days before October 29th. He was born on October 29th, 2010. So I went overdue like a whole month and a few days. So it was real. It was just like, dang, when is this going to be over? It was a lot. It was traumatizing, really. So, after I went to the hospital the 3 days before he was born, they put him on a stress test. They tried to figure out what it was because it was such a perfect size baby and everything else. So they like, what's going on? So then they induced me, but then I ended up going into labor while they were trying to induce me. So like after that, once I went into labor though, every time I try to push, his heart rate would drop. It would just keep dropping and getting slower and slower. So they was like, don't push. My nurses was crying. They didn't know what to do. They kept calling the doctor. The doctor was across the street. It was just so much going on. We was all crying and I was panicking. I was having what they call them things, anxiety attack and stuff. And I was having where you can't breathe, asthma attack. I was just out of it. So then the doctor came. The doctor's like, oh my God, it's an emergency. And they rush. And then we go into the room and they they prep me for surgery and everything. So the doctor cuts maybe like a slit like this big, a cut like this big right here at the bottom of my stomach, and then he cut it. That's not enough for an 8-pound baby. So what you gonna do, doc? He pulls it open and he goes. Now, remind you, this is an emergency C-section, so I literally just took the anesthesia and all of the numbing stuff on the way here, bro. So I can feel this, like I can feel everything. So he just yanking. He trying to make it bigger so that he can bring the baby out. So he take the baby out, the baby 8 pounds on the nose. I look at the baby, I'm like, is the baby alive? Is he alive? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Then I finally hear my baby. I look at him, his eyes are super gray. I look at him, I look at the doctor, he's like, you scared me. And I passed out then. So the point of me saying that is because I got some fat that's real stubborn from my C-section. It's not like I just love fried chicken and Debbie cakes that much. I have tried literally like a lot of different things to help me get on track. But that right there is just laying right there. You know what I'm saying? And then I have a hamburger on my back, which that may not have anything to do with my son, but it's like, come on. Like I was just feeling so fat. So anyways, so once I got to the point, once I got the Phentermine, once they told me about, my homegirl told me about that, I'm like, okay, so I go on a hunt for it. I find it out here. And, I went to my own doctor. I went to my PCP. I told him, listen, this is what I want to take. This is what I want to do. And I'm very serious. He like, heard it before, but he checked my thyroids. He checked a lot of different things, BMI, all that kind of stuff, you know, blood pressure, and made sure that I was healthy enough, okay, to be able to take the Phentermine. And after I got checked by him, I felt pretty good about that because I told you I've never, ever been the type of person that'll take something to help me lose weight. So I said, if I'm going to do this and put this in my body, it better work. So I went on to do that. I got tested, all that kind of stuff. So when I went to the place, I went to the weight loss place. You get like a dietitian, a pharmacist, nurse, the people that do the blood pressure, all that kind of stuff. They give you all that kind of stuff. So they give you a little booklet of a diet that you should really stick to that won't counteract with the medicine. It wasn't so much as like the food and stuff, but the drinks and stuff like that that'll counteract with it. But I'm saying that they also gave you like substitutes if you don't like this, if you're a real big snacker, what you could eat and what you could do. They put my heart on this machine. I mean, they checked me like crazy, even at the place, to make sure that I could take it. So I also started doing the vegan challenge as well. So it kind of scared me so bad, I'm not gonna lie. It was so many different rules and stuff. And I'm thinking like, I don't want to die. So I was like, listen, I'm gonna go vegan and I'm gonna only drink water and we're just gonna leave it at that. So that's exactly what I did. I went vegan and I only drank water. I took the Phentermine at 7:30 a.m. every morning because I get up like 6 because of the time difference from Tennessee to Vegas. I wake up pretty early, Vegas time. So every morning at 7:30, I would wake up, take the Phentermine, and then I would take a women's multivitamin. Um, the thing about the Phentermine, and they would tell you like you need to drink plenty of water. You need to make sure you're eating. So I was drinking a lot of water, but in the beginning, I hadn't really caught on to how important that is. So I started really like that first week. I was not drinking and eating like I should have been. So I got to the point one day where I was just spinning and I'm like, I've never been dehydrated. So I never knew, I ain't never known what it felt like. I know they want to write English, correct English, but yes. So I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? So I'm sitting in my room, I'm still working. I'm like, something ain't right. I got to get up. So I try to get up and everything's spinning. I come in the kitchen and I just sit on the floor and I just drink the water and I'm just, and it like brought me back to life. And in that moment, I realized like, this stuff makes you pretty thirsty. Like you thought the thirst was real in your DMs. This right here, I was thirsty. So I always kept water with me after that. I really learned my lesson. I would work out. And then also with that, I got that feeling a little bit, and I called the nurse and I told her what I was feeling. And she said, you may want to add some Gatorade so you can get back all of those minerals and things that you need that are still in the Gatorade. When I added Gatorade, I was like, oh my gosh, this is life. So I would definitely recommend like maybe water and Gatorade or Powerade, whatever. But I stayed strapped with the Gatorade after that, like, cause I could go work out and feel kind of flushed and drink that Gatorade, Powerade, and I'll be like, oh, I'd be ready to go. So, anyways, the workout. I started to work out 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. So at night I would work out about 8 p.m. In the mornings, I was working out about Vegas heat. It ain't no joke. So I learned my lesson from that when I first got down here. So I thought that it would be good for me to go at like, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. You never know who's watching. So I got to talk right. So yeah, about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, I said, you know what? Mm-mm. When I got on that Phentermine, I said, let me switch this thing up. I want to sweat. So I started working out about 9 or 10 a.m. So yeah, I did the 30 minutes in the morning at night. And then I noticed that I would stay up all night long. Like I could not sleep. I knew it was a side effect to the Phentermine, but when I called the nurse again, she told me, she's like, you got to cut that workout before you go to bed because you're getting your energy up and you're trying to lay down and it's not, it's not going to work. So yeah, I would be in my bed, literally up, doing everything, got everything up in the bed. Like, how are you asleep right now? You're not asleep. So once I cut that, I noticed that I was able to get a full 8 hours, and that played a major difference too. But in the morning, I did the workout. Once I did that workout in the morning, what I would do is, oh yeah, I would take the Vicks Vapor Rub and I would slob my belly all the way up in it. I would just lather it all up. And I told you I had a hamburger on my back, so I'd rub the hamburger down too. And I take the saran wrap, plastic wrap, whatever, and I wrap it all the way around me. And the first week I was wrapping my no, the first week I wasn't, but then after that I started wrapping my boobs too. But I wrapped myself all up in the saran wrap with the Vicks on, and then I would put on the sweatband and then put on the waist shaper and lace it up after that. I told you the thirst is real. I'm actually not even on the Phentermine no more, but I still get so thirsty. But so anyways, um, I would wrap myself up in that, and I basically did it high school style because, like I said, I'm not I'm a regular, smegular girl. You understand? So I'm not a fan of working out. I actually like working out. It's just that I don't. I don't do it. I guess I don't like it. I don't know. But anyway, so what I did was I did it real high school style. Every time it was a curve, I ran as fast as I could. Every time it was a straight path, I walked. And I walked and I would talk to myself. I would pray. I would use the opportunity to kind of channel my energy in my mind. And I would even do the yoga before too. I would do the yoga before and pray before. That really didn't have anything to do with the weight loss. That was more mental. But so yeah, I would run the curves, walk the straights, and I kept it real simple. At first, that first week, I wasn't doing it like I should have been, and I knew that I could be doing better. So 30 minutes was 3 times around. So once I figured that out, I would turn my Fitbit on, the exercise on, turn the music on, turn the lesson on, whatever I'm listening to, the book, and I would get it. I would just go, I would dart out, I go walk, then I go run. I sprint to the next stop sign. I'll keep telling myself, make it to the next light pole. Once I hit the next light pole, make it to the next one. Make it to the next one. Make it to the next one. Make it to the stop sign. I dare you. And then by that time, I've ran that whole curve. And then I can kind of woosah. Then I figured out, like, with that Vicks on, I had to run with my water. I would strap my phone in and I would run with my water because it got real. And then plus I was on that Phentermine, so I'm like, I don't want to pass out in the street out here and don't nobody know I'm out here. So I always made sure I had my phone, my water, headphones, stuff like that to be safe. And So yeah, after I would do the workout for 30 minutes, I would come in, turn the ceiling fan on in the living room, and it was I would have a chair in the living room, and I would hold on to the chair, and I would do 20 squats right there. No matter how much it burns, no matter how much it hurt, I would try to use the chair for support, causing me to also use my arms, my back. So you can either do it right, or you can lean in and you can get more of a workout with everything else, your entire body. So I would try to just endure it. I would close my eyes and I'd be like, Lord, this too shall pass. But seriously, I do 20 of them and I'll hit it. And then I'll drop down because I need to rest. My legs are noodly. So I would drop down. And once I'm down there, I'm like, come on, you can do it. I don't ask God to make me do something, or God, help me do this. Come on, let me do. No, empower me to do this. I know that you made me capable of this already, so I don't need to ask you. All I need you to do is just mix up something inside of me and empower me to do what I know that I want to do, right? So those are the type of things that I said in my head. I did 20 of everything, 20 sit-ups, 20 push-ups. I did 20 seconds of the bicycling. And so every time I did the 20 seconds, every day I would add on like 10 more seconds. And so that was a killer too, because I would try to hold on to my stomach and I'm still doing a bicycle. I'm like, oh, it burns. And then I just drop, like, as long as I can get through that 20 though. If I get through that 20, anything over that is just a bonus. I do 20 jumping jacks, 20 sit-ups, push-ups. Yeah, 20 push-ups, 20 of everything, right? Because I was doing a vegan challenge for the 30-day vegan challenge and also a 30-day squat challenge. So I had to get them squats in as soon as I came in, because if I separate the workout, I ain't gonna do it. It just ain't gonna happen. So yeah, I'll bust that when I come in, and then I take the saran wrap off. It literally would make me throw up. Like, as a female, sometimes I'm like, I don't sweat, but when I take that thing off, it's drenching wet. I even noticed over time that the Vicks Vapor Rub, from when I got stretch marks on my belly. And so the Vicks Vapor Rub, like, lightened them up so much. Like, it's made my skin kind of pop on my stomach. I'm like, what? So yeah, it really did change my life. But yeah, man. So everything, yeah, I didn't forget anything. So yeah, I did the squat challenge with it, all of that, the Vicks, and I just started shrinking, man. I started shrinking. So since I've been back on a little chunky, since I've been back, I've been around Subway, McDonald's, and all them. I'm about to get back on the Phentermine. You could do, like, I forgot how many weeks they give you. I forgot how many. I want to say 18, 12, and then 10, then 8. I don't know. So it's best that I just say I don't know. But they will give me some more. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to keep hitting it. I'm going to get back on track and I'm going to keep updating as much as I can. After that first week, I had slacked up so much, but when I went and they told me to get on the scale, I lost 10 pounds the first week. I said, dang, I didn't even do my very best. Like, the first 3 days, I was still eating wrong and doing wrong. I was trying, I was trying, baby. But yeah, I really did lose a lot, and it really just really helped me change my life, and even the way I view myself and the way other people viewed me, because I guess I had the courage to do it. And now I just want to post it, even if it get 35 views, that's 35 people that I can help, or that I can let know, how I lost the weight. So the Phentermine you can find in Tennessee is at Dr. Diet Clinic. The first time you go, the medication will be $20. Anytime after that, it's going to be $40. In Las Vegas, it is, I went to Medical Reducing Weight Loss Clinic. That's what it's called. And the first visit, the appointment is $100. The medication is $20. And anytime after that, the medication is $20. Oh, I forgot. The first week that I went, they offered me a free lipo shot. So they offered me the lipo shot, and I was like, now I said I'm not the type of girl to do all that kind of stuff, but I'm serious this time about my weight loss journey. So I said, okay. They take me in a separate room. She get this needle and it's got this blood red stuff in it. And she thump it and it squirts out a little bit. I'm like, She's like, pull your butt out. Just one cheek. I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing right now? It's like Lipo B12 shot or something like that. I've never heard of it, but you can do your research on it. I'm not an expert. Like I said, I'm just serious this time. I'll try anything this time to lose this C-section belly. So I pull my cheek out. She put it in there, you know what I'm saying? And I lost the 10 pounds that week. The second week, I lost, the second week, I only lost like, I don't think that was the week I was short. I don't know. I lost like, I didn't lose the same amount. I lost like 12 pounds. That's what it was. 12 pounds. And then the next week after that, I lost 10 pounds. And on vacation, I lost some more weight because I had stopped taking it that last week. But because I lost so much weight on vacation, I went ahead and said that I lost 34 pounds in 4 weeks. But most of this weight happened within the first 3 weeks of me being on the Phentermine. And I continued to take the Phentermine until the last week. So that was a total of 3 weeks. And that first week, I did take a lipo shot. And that was interesting. But like I said, I still lost weight and I didn't commit to it. So maybe it was the lipo shot that balanced me out that week. And so the next week, I was ready to go. Next week, I had my routine down. I knew the food, all of that. And so it really helped me. Oh, this really helped me too. You have to reverse the psychology and outdo your meat with your vegetables. Do mainly vegetables instead of telling yourself that, oh, I gotta have a meat. Sometimes I would do like broccoli, corn on the cob, and maybe rice or mashed potatoes. And my doctor also told me, because in the beginning, that first week, I literally ate potatoes with everything. Potatoes, rice, and something else. That's how it went for me. But my doctor said, you still got to cut back on some of that, some of them carbs they still add, even though you're vegan. So I said, oh yeah. So I was able to make a lot. Like, I was able to get better about picking the foods and stuff like that. And I would even have to go back to the booklet sometimes that they gave me, because it did help having alternatives for like different snacks that I like. The chips and salsa would help me. Roasting vegetables, I love that now. Like, to just put a big stick of like broccoli and carrots on the grill and just throw a little sea salt and pepper on there. Oh my God. And then take a little olive oil first and then just kind of spread it on there, then put a little sea salt and pepper. Man, that's so good. But yeah, that salads and stuff. I really changed up my food by going vegan and didn't realize how much I liked that. But now I'm starting to really mix up how I cook and how I view things. And we'll talk about some of that in another video. But that's all I have. I think I went over everything. I told you where to find it in Tennessee. It's Dr. Diet Clinic. And in Las Vegas, it is Medical Weight Loss Reducing Clinic that you can find the Phentermine at. If you are not serious, don't start it. Don't take it. Don't do it, because it has side effects. It has a certain way that it works. I know I've seen some videos where some women tell me, or they say, it didn't work for me and it didn't do this for me. Honestly, I can't say for everybody. I just simply cannot say for everybody. But I started off at 200 pounds and ended up at 166 pounds. And I've gained about 12 of those pounds back since I've been back from Jamaica. But we're going to work on that. I'm going to go back and get the Phentermine. But like, seriously, if you commit to it and you're serious about it, it'll help you. It'll help you. I had the Phentermine 3.75 milligrams. It'll help you. And I think some of the things that I did to combine with it, it definitely helped me. The workout, along with going vegan, along with taking the Phentermine and also the multivitamins, that really, really helped me to change my life, look at myself differently, and also look at how people view me differently. You know what I mean? So it definitely helped me. It changed my life, saved my life, and even some of the things that I did in the process, like wrapping my stomach and doing things like that. It's like once you go after your goals and you start to kind of cross out some of your fears, you become addicted to reaching your goals and facing your fears. You know what I mean? And that's the point where I'm at in life. So, like I said, if it can help 35 people, 35 people. If it can help 3.75 million people, then so be it. I'm willing to do that. But I just wanted to share my experience. I'm new to this whole YouTube game, so I really always wanted to say this. Like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your girl. I'm an open book about my entire life, about my entire experience. You can ask me anything. I'll respond back, hopefully in a timely manner. Um, did I forget anything? Did I forget anything? Oh, no, I didn't. So yeah, just hit me up. Anything you want to know, like I said, I got you. Just ask me. I'll comment back. DM me, whatever. I got you. Goodbye.